Now, this is the most important church in the world, but look how bad the situation is, mainly because they still argue who owns that place. If that belongs to the Armenian, if that belongs to the Church of Caesarea, remember there are so many debates here. The British try to put an order in it, but before someone else will come, I want you to see that. For that I need to change the lens, because I need you to see. All right, now we can see it. This is a real tomb from the time of Jesus, and if you ask me, that's how the tomb of Jesus looked like. Let's go in, and you can see there are so many niches. Some of them are sealed, like that one and the left one. They used to put the body in it, and then here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were more. There were more. I believe there were at least 10. It belonged to a rich family, and we will talk about who owns it soon. But if it's owned by a rich man tomb, it means let me begin again. If you are poor, let's say my family, we are not, or so many other families, they don't, Jesus' family, we are talking about poor family, then they couldn't allow themselves to build something like that. Then let's say there are 10 bodies to be buried here, 10 niches. What will happen to the 11th body? There's no more place for that. Then they will open one of the oldest tomb, they will take the bones out, they will put it in a box by the name ossuary, and then they will bury the dead, and they will bury the new body. Remember the virgin tomb? I think now we can understand it. Jesus called a tomb that no one used before. If no one used before the other tomb, and it was at the garden of Joseph of Arimathea, owned by Joseph of Arimathea, then it might be the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea that he built for his family. When you're going out, be careful. It's a low ceiling, and we don't need that. Yeah. All right. There's a scholar that I really love and I'm following his researches, and he said that it might be not the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, or might be the tomb of the family of Jesus. Then this is Mr. Gibson, Professor Gibson, true or not, I don't know, but what it actually tells you, that it used to be a tomb from the time of Jesus. Then it used to be a cemetery area, and you already saw at that long video, and the video that I did before that, quarries. Then in that case, quarries are always outside the city. There's no reason to have a quarry inside the city. Some said that it was belonged to King Herod, that he built the city with it, or tried to build it. Some said, and then he died, and no one used it until the Romans took it to their place, and this is the Golgotha. And some say that it was built at the first temple time, but it wasn't the best stones for them, then they stopped doing it. Another important thing here is that wall. That wall is one of the only evidence from the 4th century church. Then first of all, you can see a church from time of Jesus, then let's say 1st century AD or 1st century BC, and that is from the 4th century. Remember, most of the church of today is from the Crusader time. Then you can see a lot of holes here, especially around that tomb, that shows you that the church was covered with marble, or that chapel was covered with marble, and maybe even good stones here, because we are talking about an evidence from the time of Jesus. Now, it's not a chair, it's an altar. What you see here is the fire from 1808 and graffiti. Remember the 14th century graffiti? That is history. It's a graffiti from the time of the Italian, from the Crusade time. But this is new graffitis. Pollution or not? You will have to choose. Then we have to go back from the same place. I cannot continue through there, at least not yet. And we're going to climb up. Thank you very much. We're going to climb up